Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo at Bird Street Studio, and I'm here to do Roxy's Weekly Challenge 2026. This is week 19, and Rachel is doing all mask making so far this year. I'm thinking she'll probably continue it. But this week she did hinged pockets for journals, and she explained that the purpose of them is to be able to insert a pocket, but not to cover up something else that you have on the page. So she did a lot of book page and a couple of her digitals and that, and I thought, well, I'll just pick out some papers here that I have and we'll try it. What you want is a pocket that's smaller than 5 inches, so maybe 4 inches when you end up with it, 4 inches by however tall. So usually, 4 inches by, say, 4 inches would be good. With that in mind, we could take a piece of this and fold it in half. This would be 4 1/4 each way, so that would be fine. I'm thinking that's probably not wide enough. I would like mine to be a little wider. So we're gonna have to cut. And what I'm going to do, I did pick out one paper that will match the journal that I'm working on. Where is it? Oh, the one that's right here. Hello. Okay, so what Rachel did was, I can't remember how tall hers were, but I'm thinking that she turned them under, she turned the top under like this, so that she would have reinforcement at the top of the pockets, and I would like to do that. So I'm going to do this to 4 1/2. We'll see how this comes out. Okay. And I'm going to do one before I cut paper for the others. So basically, I have to decide how I want this. I guess it doesn't matter, but I'm going to do this. So if I turn this under about 1/2 inch, give or take, I'm looking at my mat, thinking it's right about 1/2 inch, okay? And then you fold it. Then you're going to fold another piece over. I think I'm going to have to make this a little smaller. This is going to be our hinge, okay? And then she took this and folded it in. So she does that. How wide are we? We are right about 5 inches. So I'm going to take a little bit off of this. I'm going to take about 1 inch. Okay? So basically we want it, I want to see how long it is so when we go to do the next one. So we want it to be about 4 1/2. 4 1/2 by 10. 4 1/2 by 10. Should we write it down? 4.5 by 10. Okay, so that in mind, we folded it under. This is going to reinforce our top edge. This is going to be our hinge right here. So we're going to then take this and put it into here, almost all the way, but not quite. I think I need my bone folder here for this. Okay, this happens to be a 32-pound paper. The rest of these are not all 32-pound. So that's what we have. I want to see how that's going to hinge. I picked this out. So I would have to hinge it this way. Unless I turn it over, and I can do that. So if we hinge it this way, that's perfect. I think that size is going to be perfect. Oh, but I already did this. So we're going to have to do it backwards, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so I want to go ahead and cut the rest. And we'll do them about the same size. So we want, this one is a piece of like handwritten letter paper that I downloaded. Let's cut this and see. And because I know it's not a full 8.5 inches wide, that would be a very narrow pocket. So we're gonna do one the other way, but let's do it what we said, 4.5. I'm gonna do this way. 4. Actually, let's do it this way because I'm gonna fold this down anyways. So about 4.5. And this is a leftover piece. That's good. We like that. 4.5 by 10. And it really just needs to be close, honestly. Okay. So let's go ahead and cut the rest. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do for now. And I will move all my scrap papers over out of the way. Okay, so now we want to fold our top down, and this would normally like be a top, but I want to see these flowers, so I'm going to fold this one like this. Okay. And then we want to fold our hinge. So let's make our hinge on this side. And then we'll fold this almost in half. Nice. Okay. Top. So we've got left and right. Let's see what this one, we want to fold it down about 1/2 inch. So we want to do this. And then if we want to make a left, we want to do this. And then fold this in. And this has our hinge on my left side, so that'll go there. Let's make one that goes to the right. So first we want to fold this down. And I apologize, my nail broke right down to the quick, and I tried to keep that on there because I didn't want to cut it down that far. So it kind of doesn't look great, but it is what it is, people. Okay, and this one we want our hinge on the right. it would be like this. Oh, I'm going to hold this up quick to show you, see if you can see about how far. There's a shadow. There's the fold is like right here, and I'm folding it. I would guess it's about a 1/16 of an inch away from there. So, and then this one, it doesn't matter, but let's fold it down so we have more white space, kind of plain space up here. So let's fold it this way. And this one doesn't really matter, so we're going to hinge here. And then we're going to take this and fold it over to there. Okay, so it looks like I didn't fold that very straight. They all matched up except this one. Doesn't matter, I could trim it off the bottom. Okay. Now the only thing I don't remember Rachel doing, and I want to do it, is I like to miter my thing so I don't have so much. This right here, the hinge, I want to miter this and miter this a little bit. Like that. It'll be our hinge. I probably should have glued that first before I cut it, but either way. So let's go ahead and glue our pieces, and then we will, and I'm just going to use a glue stick, and we're going to glue down our top edge and then glue our hinge. There's our top edge. And then our hinge is mitered. Okay. So I'm just going to set it over here. I will glue this and then I'll miter it. How about that, Tommy? Okay, glue that. Then I will miter this right here and miter this right here. Beautiful. And then we'll do this one. Oh. Okay, then the next step that she did was she actually closed her pockets. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't need any scissors. And for that, I'm going to use not my glue stick because I want to be able to run a line of glue. So I'm going to use my mixture here. And what we want to do is glue down here and across here, and then we'll take that over, okay? So I want to put a line of glue right here and across the bottom. And we want to fold that over and form our pocket. Well, it would help if you lined it up, Tommy. I'm going to do it again. I can cut off the bottom if I need to and then re-glue, but the top needs to match. So, let's get her over there to match, Tommy. Okay. Perfect. This just needs to match up, because this I can cut. Once that glue's dry, I'll just trim that off, and if I need to re-glue, I can do that. I don't know, that one seemed to match up really good top and bottom, so I don't know what I did. Okay, let's do these. Okay, so basically these are done because I'm not going to decorate them. Okay? Oh, they're not done. I'm telling such a fib. We need to put our thumb notch in. So, and Rachel did this at the end too. So the top part that you folded in, that's your top. You want to put a thumb notch. Remember, this is going to be seen on both sides. So we want our thumb notch about in the middle. Perfect. Just like that. And if you make it small enough, that's why we folded down a 1/2 inch. If we don't go down a 1/2 inch, then we don't have to re-glue anything. 2. 3. That didn't go in my coffee. And 4. So then these can go in our ephemera box, because we're not going to decorate these. And then this is the only one that we want to decorate. So I'm going to go ahead and pause you while I pick out some stuff to decorate it with, and then I will be right back. Okay, I came back and I haven't decided what I want to do with this. Like how to decorate it. But I did find some strips that I thought were kind of cool and that we could add them. Remember, we have to decorate both sides. So I'm going to add a strip. I have all these pieces out in front of me. Actually, I kind of like this piece that we ripped off. And I thought, oh my gosh, how pretty that would be as a corner. And then, you know, I don't know what I was thinking, something like that. But we can do that on the other side. But I think on this side, I'm going to put this strip. So I need my liquid glue, because this is scrapbooking. It's a piece of cardstock. It's not real heavy, but it's definitely not paper. I thought we would just put that on there. I was looking at all the different animals and everything. I mean, I thought she was just cute as all get out. And where we're putting it in the book, it doesn't matter what we put there, because it won't conflict with anything on the opposite page. Look at this little cow. What if this is part of something? What if we put her like this? I kind of like that. So let's trim this. Kind of thinking I want to cut this bottom right off of this jar. Yeah, I think I like that. So let's go ahead and distress. I also, when I was off camera, I colored her hair. Her hair was white, like kind of gray, white or something. And I took a Copic and colored it brown. Okay, so I'm thinking that I want to put this right about here. So I'm going to put a mark right there and go like this. That'll show me the edge where I want to put it. And these pieces I printed on 60-pound cardstock, so it's a very lightweight, almost like a matte photo paper. And let's see, I'll just cover up the pencil mark there. She's cute too, but yeah, we love this cow. I'm going to go ahead and distress this. And then we can put something on the other side. And this one, I don't know if I got glue or something on there. It's got a shiny spot on there. So I was thinking maybe that would be a good place for that polka dotted corner. Where did I put it? Under there. Because it's right here. So I'm thinking if I put this on here, maybe it wouldn't be quite as noticeable. Should we make that a pocket maybe? A little extra pocket or just decoration? I don't know. I'm thinking we could do a pocket. So let's treat it like it's going to be a tuck or a little pocket. Okay. Like this. And if that's the case, we could put, if we put her here though now in front, then there's not a lot of space to put anything in there. So we need to figure this out. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Look at this puppy. I bet we could just put the puppy on there and then we could put something in it. I like that. And I didn't want to put glue up here on the top of his head. I want to make sure that the rest of them stuck, but he's not stuck. I'm just going to stick something in here for now till I can get our journal out. We can okay, so I've got my signature that I think I want to put it on. And I think I want to put it here because there's really not much there. And that would mean that we would have to connect that like this. Now we could connect it like this. And then put something there. Actually, we could put a cute picture right here, like this. That would be pretty. Yeah, I don't want to do it that way. I really do kind of like it like this. And we could even do it on the, kind of up higher on the page. But Rachel did hers. I think she hooked hers on the inside. Maybe she didn't. Let me look at this a minute. Nope, she did it like this because then she put washi tape in there. Okay, which we don't need to do, so I'm going to go just inside. I'm not going to go right where the fold is, but just inside of there. And I'm using good glue because this has to hold. And I'm going to put this right here. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so with that in mind, this will be a flip out. We like that, so we're not taking up any writing space, but we do need to cover this with something, I think. Just my opinion. What do I know? What if we did something like put our flowers here, that would cover that, and then just put an edge up there. Could just make that a pocket. We could make this a side pocket. I'm just really struggling with this piece right here. I think that would be good. It would cover up that piece and it would give us a little decoration right there. We make that, I don't want to make that a tuck though. Can make that a tuck. I don't know. I can't think of it right now, so I'm going to not worry about that just yet. I'll have to put some thought into that and figure out what I want to do. But there we go. There's our flip out. It's a double pocket. And we can actually put anything we want in here. We could actually take this one and stick it right in here if we want. And you still have room for a pocket in here. What if we rounded these corners and we used it, and then I can't use that as an excuse that I think this would be really cute. And we could distress it. And that could stick right in there. I love it. Okay. So that's my Roxy's Weekly Challenge. Again, I don't know what I want to do with this side. But I love this. So here's our other ones that we're not going to decorate. And I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, you can use scraps for these as well, right? Okay, I'm going to pick up my mess and try to get this edited. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I appreciate you all so very much. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed the content. And please, when you go into other creators' videos, go ahead and give them a like right off the bat so you don't forget. Thank you, everybody, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.